What's good, YouTube? Lethal back with another one. I'm not trying to be left behind this year, so I didn't watch all the news, and I know by now everybody had a chance to watch all their favorite content creators and get a gist of what's going on in NBA 2K27. And I just want to give y'all my perspective on what I saw, what I think about all the information that they put out so far. So, for starters, let's talk about pre-orders. First off, which edition are y'all planning on getting? Me, I already told you I'm getting the Wimby edition, so I'm going to be behind when the game comes out, but I'm going to be grinding as soon as I get it. But for those that didn't know, you can play the game August 26th as long as you pre-order. So if you got the Caitlin Clark or Derrick Rose edition, they already scratched out the 28, put the 26 in there. Y'all going to be ready to go. Y'all going to make your builds on the 21st, which we'll get into in a second. So first thing up, I want to talk about the gameplay. It's either going to make or break 2K. I saw that new step through move. It looks deadly if you can get it down. Saw Stacks play against this girl. I think it was a good tell between people who actually play 2K and people that are just good at my career when they get to edit everything on one player. Nonetheless, it's going to make or break the game. The builds are going to be the most OP builds you ever seen. There's more badges, more customization. And it's going to be a game whether you hate it or love it. Like, you're going to be a game whether you like it or just hate it. With that being said, I want to bring y'all a little bit different gameplay. Still 1v1, but I actually want to show y'all the shit that I lose to, because I like posting losses just as much as wins. I think you learn from the losses. But this is just, it's too much, man. I hope they can fix this about the builder. This is pretty much Trae Young versus Tyreek Evans. And I promise y'all, Trae Young ain't locking up like that, especially against no Tyreek Evans. But I digress. First thing I want to talk about, female mob players. This is not a new concept. I know NBA Live did this the last time they put out a game. But I didn't really mess with it because it looks unrealistic. But it might be something just to get used to. I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to have the same stats. No matter the height or nothing like that, they're going to have the same shit. So, it's just going to come down to who can skill. If you can ball, you can ball. You want to bring a girl? Bring a girl. It really don't matter to me. Just put up buckets. Next thing I want to talk about is my career eras. To me, this concept is fire. They have the Magic and Bird era, the Jordan era, the Kobe era, the Bryant era, the Steph era, and then the modern day. Me personally, the early 2000s is my era. You know, I get to go back and kind of reminisce on the time, especially my favorite NBA game of all time is NBA Live 2003. And to kind of see those rosters and see those players playing again, it takes me back to a good time playing basketball video games. Besides that, you can like play in whatever era that's comfortable for you. So you grew up in the 80s and you want to go with the Bird and Magic era, hey man, you can throw your name in the hat with them too for who's supposed to be the greatest in that era. If you want to take titles away from Jordan or even team up with Jordan and go win titles, cool, do you. If you just want to play in today's era because this is your era, cool. There's no wrong choice. The second part to this is that there is dual my career, meaning this player on the left is pretty much going to be controlled by the AI. Kind of like the whole orange juice situation that you have with Michael B. Jordan. But you can actually get a buddy, team up with them, grind badges together, and just do part of the storyline together. I don't believe that you have to be the same team or the same era for this to work. But nonetheless, it is, I guess, in a way, a fun way to try to grind badges together. I don't know how successful that's going to be, but I am really excited to do the eras. I think that's a fire concept. You know, good looking out 2K. That's innovative to me because I would have never thought 2K would have even thought to do anything like that before. With that being said, 2K27 definitely has some new engaging things that they always do. And I told everybody in my other video that the game was going to look good. Whatever information they put out was going to look fire. If you're excited to go ahead and get started on your build, you don't have to wait that long because 2K is introducing the 2K HQ app that's supposed to launch on August 21st. When that app launches, you're going to be able to do a couple things. One, do your face scan. That's if you into that type of thing. They say they improve it. I don't think they can get better than what Live did. Live was so simple. It was 3 pictures and you was done. But nonetheless, you can create your build early. You know, that's a W because you get to look at it, look at the cap breakers and everything early. But also you get to manage crew, which is like the big thing for 2K this year. They're merging crew into everything, which I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. So stick around for that rant at the end of the video. But nonetheless, I think the concept is good, but I think the app is going to be broken. Y'all know that when that shit first launches, it's not going to work. It never does. Like, it's going to be too many people trying to use it. It's going to crash. People are going to use it for the building. And I think 2K did this purposely to try to stop like the third-party websites from allowing you to do just that. Like, you know, purchase things from them. Maybe they trying to even crack down on cheating. They said something about it. We'll see what happens. Me personally, I wish they would do something about cheating. And 2K said they have some type of device that's going to launch on September 4th when the game is supposed to come out for everybody. I just really don't see it. Like, the words that they used did not make me feel confident that they was going to get a handle on cheating. I know they're pushing it out there and trying to say that, you know, they're going to crack down on it hard. It's not a 2K issue. Like, you're plugging this device into the PlayStation. It's more of a Sony or Microsoft issue. It's not a 2K issue. Like, whoever gas the device, they're using it on other games other than 2K. I promise you. Now, a lot of the game modes that you like to play got an overhaul. Like any Proving Grounds, Street Kings, which we all know what Street Kings is, but as you see here is an overhaul for Street Kings. You got like the Rucker part. So like in the theater, got a little overhaul. It's doing things like outside as opposed to just inside like an actual theater. You know, it just gave it a refresher. Now the city looks the same. Again, Street Kings got the Rucker part, but the city looks exactly the same. It just has a nighttime theme. But nonetheless, it did do a lot to refresh a lot of the game modes that people are used to seeing, which I thought was W. Even in the rec, which I think this is the best thing they ever did, they added 5 new rotating places, and you'll see 4 out of 5 here. But it just gives you a freshness about it without seeing the same thing over and over and over. Now my thing is, obviously we done seen some of these. Having it outside is fine, but I don't know if all the jerseys are going to just be those colors, or if it's going to be shirts versus skins or anything like that. But nonetheless, just having a different rotating thing, I think is really dope. As y'all see in the background, I'm just getting cooked, man. Just ignore that. But next thing I want to talk about the building. I'm going to talk about this for a good minute. I'm not going to show a whole bunch of screenshots or anything like that. I just want to talk about what I've seen. Like I said earlier, it's going to be some of the most overpowered builds you ever seen in your life. And I'm not exaggerating. The fact that there's more badges, more customization, dribble moves got to overhaul. So each individual thing has its own thing for dribbling now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more like motion styles and all type of shit that you can just do with your build now. It's gonna be overpowered, right? I was looking at like some of these screenshots earlier. Again, I'm not gonna put a bunch of them up, but they had like females in there now, so you know once they start adding certain elements to the game, it lets you know it's pretty much gonna be an overpowered game. I saw some of the dribbling, I saw some of the dunking, I saw some of the shooting capabilities, the fact that no dip is still a thing. Only thing that happened with rhythm shooting is apparently you have to green the whole thing now, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be easy. But with the builder itself, like the fact that you'll be able to see what cap breakers you get to get, you're going to see like 19 new badges, they said. Like, these builds are going to be out of this world. I've been working tirelessly on the guy that y'all be seeing me play 1v1 with. Building this guy so I can be ready for NBA 2K27. And I feel like I'm going to get the game, get in there and try to make that guy. And it's already going to be a better version of what the hell I'm trying to make. Probably a shorter player, maybe a taller player. I don't know. I already had in my mind set what I wanted to do. And there's only 2 builds I wanted to make this year. One, the guy you see me currently using. And then 2, the guy I was using back in NBA 2K20. That's the build I want to make. It's a guy, he's a mid-range guy. He ain't got no 3-ball, but his defense is OP. Right? And I can control the game because I can still pass. And as long as I can hit that mid-range jumper, you can't stop me from getting to the rim. That's the way I like to play one-on-one. I used to kill back with that type of build. So the builder itself, you look at it, it has different archetypes that you can kind of like model your personality of. And I saw like the 6'8s. Oh my God, man. Them 6'8s they like literally have no weakness. They have no weakness. You're still going to be able to get them around the same amount of bash points that you got in NBA 2K26, which is why I think it's just going to be the most OP thing ever. Like, I wish they would make a thing where the more you put up that 3-ball, the more it takes from other places, but just doesn't seem to be the case, and I understand why. They said shooting is harder. They said the defense is better. We'll see. That's all I can really tell you is we'll see. It's one of those things. I'm from the show me state. I got to see it to believe it. We'll see. Now, alongside the builder is, of course, the new takeover system or the new badge system, however you want to look at it. But as you can see, you have badge tokens now. And it used to be 5 categories. You had finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and rebounding. They now have added physical as a 6th category. So even when you do the badge specialization, physical is actually a badge specialization grind now. Now I don't know what that entails because it's like, how do you determine if somebody's doing something physical? Is it like physical finisher? Is it like getting bumps? Is it boxing out? Like, I don't know how you would determine that. And before, you used to just do the badge specialization through those first 5. So that'll be interesting to see how they do it. Obviously, if you can apply your cap records to there, like how big of an impact is that really going to be? From what I can tell, strength still does not matter. And it bothers me because if you keep making a game where speed doesn't match strength, or shooting doesn't match finishing, or defense doesn't match offense, like I understand it's hard to balance. Me personally, I think offense has to be a little bit better than defense because you have to be able to score. But it still should come down to skill and IQ and ability, how good you are with your thumbs. But as long as like those intangible things are not balanced, like I said, if dunking the ball is cheaper than shooting threes, you're kind of going to get the same product year after year where people are getting bailed out by having high attributes as opposed to being good at the game. And at some point, that's what I want to change. I wanted to get back to where there's a larger skill gap. They have a casual corner for a reason. More people need to spend time getting better at the game. Like, that shit I saw between Stacks and the girl that he played against was pathetic. It's because she's not good at the game. She might be good at the my player aspect of it. But a lot of people have, at this point, probably have never even played a head-to-head 2K game. So you're not good at the game. Like, if you can focus in on one thing, you're probably good, but that's the reason why it's a skill gap. Like, if you can't read the entire floor and make things happen, you should not be rewarded just because you have a high stat. Doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I digress. So along with the new aesthetics 2K has put in the game, obviously when it comes to park, you'll see a couple of screenshots. They have rotating parks, but it's going to be kind of like how it was last year, where it's just rotating throughout different seasons. It's not going to be like how Rec is, where it's rotating every time you walk into it. I do think that might be something 2K might have to consider, because I'm pretty sure when it comes to Rec, they're going to get great feedback. Playing in these different places, playing outside, and you know you're going to get something different every time. A lot of people are going to play a lot more Rec this year. I still feel like when it comes to the Rec in the park, they need to just completely take out Record. Completely take it out. I don't even want it to show up as a stat on your 2K player card. Like, I want it to feel as though it's just a free-flowing playing mode. The only time I want to see Record is in the India, Rank 3v3 Pro-Am, Rank 5v5 Pro-Am. The competitive modes. Or even if you want to put it also in Proving Grounds. Makes sense. But for everything else, just let it be free-flowing, casual corner. Like, even theater. Theater is just a way to get quicker matchmaking games. But it still should be casual. You're going to match up by plate anyway. I don't think record should matter there. I think rap, as much rap as you can get, yes. But, like, I want the game to feel more free-flowing. And then in the competitive modes where record is going to matter, that's where I want to see records. And just kind of do it like that. That I think that helps everybody play the game they want to. That way, if I hop in the rack and somebody's trolling, I don't have to look at their loss on my record. I don't know how many times I literally lost a rec game just because at the start of the game, 2 people quit and now they shooting over the computer the whole entire time. That's not something I can control. So the things I can control, like the people I play with, yeah, you can count record. But like, you get to the park right here, you're gonna see they flow back and forth between 2 different images. This is supposed to be the first part for season 1. But I just want it to be free flowing. I want to have a good time, hop on, play, and just get rep. I don't think no record should be involved whatsoever. If you disagree, I would like to hear your argument. So if you stayed this far, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new and you like the content, please subscribe. I'm grinding this year, I promise you. But with that being said, before we jump into what I really want to talk about, they made me play this dude for a second time. He's just so goddamn fast. I knew what moves he was doing, and as you can tell, I'm moving myself in the right position. But because on jump shots, it doesn't register contest, I have to play up higher than I want to, and he's just too fast. He's going to get to the rim every single time. But with that being said, 5v5 Pro-Am is the only mode that I care about, and is now linked into Crew. So, for those that don't know, Crew now has 3v3 ranked and 5v5 ranked. It's going to be a good thing and a bad thing. Good because it introduces loyalty. Like, if you're going to crew hop, I wonder how they're going to do, like, the rewards and the XP and all those other different things. Like, a big thing of NBA2K27 was you can be in a crew, and once you get the rewards, you can go play with another crew. I don't know if you got the rewards over again. I know you got to keep the cap breakers, or if you got them, but I don't know if you get the VC just from crew hopping all over the place. But nonetheless, I mean, it preaches loyalty. So now you got to stick with a crew and grind with that crew to get the rewards and to get the gains to count when you're playing 3v3 and 5v5. The reason why this is bad, though, my boy Savage is the one that got the crew going. So, as you can see, my court and now 5v5 Pro-Am is linked into the HQ headquarters. The crew headquarters, rather. But Savage is the one that got, like, all the people into my crew. Like, he got 50 people in there. Like, I started off with, like, the 2K team. And at this point, like I said, Montage is the only person on the team that's in the crew. but I still have 50 people in there. Now, out of those 50 people, I don't know how many of them actually play Pro-Am. So if I make the Pro-Am team, the 5v5 team, would it be a thing where anybody in the crew could just go play 5v5? Because if that's the case, I don't like it. Like, that is very sacred. Like, the Pro-Am team is the core existence of what we built. As you can see, that's like the new headquarters and everything like that. But if I got 50 people and any file can just go hop on and it's going to affect the team's record, that's a problem. And I'm pretty sure 2K did that purposely to either one, cut down crew sizes, which I think they should have just did that. Like, if you cut the crew size to like 10 or 15, the normal size of the NBA roster, cool. You know, you don't have to worry about other people playing on your team's record or nothing like that. But with 50 people in the crew, and you get to hang all these different jerseys inside the crew, arena and all that, it's going to cause some controversy, because if I want to take my 5 and play against somebody, and somebody in the crew is already going to play, like, what am I supposed to do? I got to sit around and wait for them to stop playing for me to hop in the Pro-Am? Like, it's a lot of questions that need to be answered about this, especially coming from somebody who really only cares about Pro-Am. Like, if you look at the team right now, like I said, Montage is the only person on the team that's inside the crew. Everybody else has a different crew that they're a part of. Some people have created their own. Some people are presidents and vice presidents of other crews. You know, and yes, they did make it to where you can do private matches, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. This last clip is me getting my swagger back after getting my ass whooped twice like that. But it's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Like, for the Pro-Am team, whether it's 3v3 or 5v5, to be as sacred as it has been for so long, we need answers. Like, as a community, we need answers. Obviously, when the game comes out, everybody's going to be excited. They're going to go ahead and make their build on the 21st. For those who pre-ordered, they're going to get the game on the 26th. If you like me, you just waiting on the Wemby edition, you're going to get the game on the 4th. But nonetheless, 2K did what they were supposed to do. They're going to sell as much as they ever sell. Adding female mod players alone is going to increase the sales. And every year they're going to find some way to do that, because at this point, as a consumer base, we have nothing to compare them to. There's no other game giving them competition. So we're going to buy it. This is the only basketball simulation that we can play, so we're going to buy it. Like, it is what it is. Any improvements that you think 2K can make, as a community, I think we have the voice, just don't necessarily have the power. I think a lot of times we be complaining to the wrong people, because we're complaining to 2K when it's really a Take-Two Interactive problem. We're complaining about cheating when it's really a Sony or Microsoft problem. Like, we're complaining to Mike Wayne about fixes to the game, but not understanding that it's millions of people that play the game and every single person has an opinion. He cannot make everybody happy. Like, for me, somebody who might feel like something is contested, to somebody else, they might feel like, well, realistically, this is open. So, nonetheless, that's my rant on NBA 2K27 so far. I'll be posting my build once I'm able to use the app, once it's finally start working. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's content. It's Lethal. I'll catch y'all in the next one.